The main focus of Elder Advisors is to let you hold on to those assets. Mom, Dad, they worked hard for these assets, and yes, you can retain more than you think, and there's lots of information at these workshops. We're going to talk about how you can attend. Okay, so obviously, holding on to money is important, but we've got the real estate component, we've got Medicaid component, we've got all these different moving parts. You guys do it all, it's turnkey, but one of the most important things you accomplish is peace of mind, right, Larry?
It is peace of mind, John, and that's why we're doing the workshops for next Monday and Wednesday. Monday night, 6 o'clock at the Hilton Garden Inn, right off of I-65 at Crittenden, and of course Wednesday, this month only, we're doing Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. at the Hampton Inn in Clarksville off Veterans Parkway. But it is good news, Kentuckiana. Come out, because otherwise, people are drowning in the barbershop law, the beauty shop law, where they're told you're going to lose your house, you can't keep your car, all this terrible stuff that does weigh you down. And the reality is, working with the beautiful elder law skill set of CWLB Law, one of their attorneys, Steve Langdon, I think will be there. Now that's your.
I will be there, and it will be good news, and we'll have fun.
Yeah. At the attorney's expense, Kentucky. What can go wrong?
Typically at my expense.
Let's beat up on the attorney.
Right, but we do have a good time, and it's really good information because so many people. Like you said, I mean, it's just weighing them down, and they don't think there's any hope. I've been there. I understand what that feels like.
Yeah, and I hate to use scare tactics, but some of the things you talked about you guys won't allow happening, things like losing your car in the home, and that they can happen.
It does happen.
And you can go through assets if you don't know the rules and if you don't know exactly how to strategically get things in order.
And that's why I like Elder Advisors. I'm sorry, I like Elder Advisors so much is because they do the kitchen table stuff. Like I said, if you ask me where my marriage license is, I don't know. Elder Advisors will send somebody to the house. They will sit down with these folks and help them find, make sure they have their IDs and the marriage license and the birth certificates. They help them get those things, and it's just tremendously helpful for my clients.
What kind of things will you cover in the workshop? There's the basics, power of attorney, that kind of thing, but what other things will you cover?
Honestly, that's a building block, and I caught a call this morning. Michelle took her call. A gentleman's dad's in the nursing home. He's all stressed out, and he was saying, well, it's probably too late because, nothing has been done. And I heard her say, to her credit, she said, sir, this is as good as it gets because nothing has happened up until now. Working with the law firm, because we're not the attorneys, we can still easily protect half the assets. And of course, he was stunned to hear that. And then the next question Michelle asked was, do you have a power of attorney? And that's the thing that Steve talks about at the workshop, because it is the building block for us to be able to protect assets. We need to have someone in charge, right?
Right, absolutely. And Marcus was talking before we came on about doing estate planning. We talk about that pre-planning, but always with an eye toward protecting assets and resources if the worst case scenario occurs later in life. So we cover that full gambit there. We talk pre-planning, we talk crisis planning.
Yeah, and I think good information. Now, if someone wants to attend these workshops with the new COVID protocol, or not new, it's no longer new, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But with the COVID protocol, what are we talking about here?
Well, we have spacing. We've got the hand sanitizer station, and most people. And this is just me talking. I'm not an attorney. I'm certainly not a doctor either. I think we've all been vaccinated. We just kind of maintain the normal protocols, and I think, speaking for myself, life goes on, whether you like it or not. Life goes on, and issues are still happening.
These problems never went away.
Never. Thank you, Steve.
That's a good.
Yeah, they never went away, and we've never stopped. We've adapted, we've improvised, but we've never stopped.
That's right.
Because the families, need has no season. It's there all the time.
Yeah, and I'm telling you what, the emotional side of it is so much of it, because time also is money. And if you're chasing all these different avenues, but if you go to Elder Advisors and it's turnkey and they take care of it, thank goodness for that, because you're busy, you've got a busy life.
Right.
Okay, so if they want to attend the workshop, show up, make reservations.
Yeah, they can go to freeworkshop.com if they want to register for that, get a little of the information on the address, stuff like that. They can register. They can always call 855-LARRY-55, and they can show up. But usually, if you register, that way you kind of get there, know where you're going, get in early, get a seat you like, find out where the restroom are. Are and all that good stuff. But it is good news, so you don't go broke in a nursing home, because you don't have to. You've heard enough of the bad stuff out there. Give up an evening, an hour and a half, whatever, come out. Steve does a great job on the legal part, because we need the legal component. Because when I tell people at the workshop on live television, for us to be able to protect all the assets for husband and wife, or about half for single, I almost always need a legal component. I'm not an attorney. Steve Langdon is, and takes care of it for clients.
And the news is good, and I've had people attend say, man, it is great information. So again, attend those workshops. Steve, thank you so much. Larry, you as well, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, John Ramsey. Love for John Ramsey.
It's fun to be back.
It is fun. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We got the band back together. Elder Advisors, don't go broke in a nursing home. We'll take a break, and then Dawn G will join me. We'll talk about what's happening at 2 o'clock. Wave Country with Dawn G.